Welcome to this rage release somatic video. This is an instructional video, which means it's best received if you watch the video first and then have a look at the list of exercises that I take you through in this instructional video and implement it and put it into practice and try it out for yourself after having watched this instructional video. So we're gonna go through 4 main pieces, like 4 steps, 4 different exercises, but they're gonna link together in one big practice. And each of those 4 somatic exercises are designed to drop us into feeling, acknowledging, expressing and releasing feelings of rage or the spectrum of those emotions that are similar to rage, such as anger, frustration, irritation, impatience, all of that emotion and energy that makes us on the inside clench and withhold and resist and restrain. Even fear can be an aspect of this like rage, this spectrum of emotions. And in society and communities and support systems, when we're interacting with people and they're holding space for us, whether it be a whole community or just one singular person, what tends to happen is we tend to hold space for people to let out their emotions, ones that we're familiar with and comfortable holding space for, and also comfortable being that vulnerable person expressing, is things like crying and sadness. The thing with rage and emotions similar to rage is it's not socially accepted. Like in a support group where someone or people are holding space for you, as soon as you start to express feelings of like anger or frustration or irritation, and this can show up in the body somatically when we're processing it as like screaming or stomping or yelling, it isn't received very well from the person on the other end. And because of that, we tend to shut that off and we feel too vulnerable in expressing that in case we make others uncomfortable. So I've created this video for us to help assist us feel into those kinds of emotions and to help us release them. I feel like we don't practice enough because of the previous points I was talking about with social occasions and like how people support us and hold space for us. Like maybe people take it personally when we're yelling and screaming and they think we're doing it to them, but sometimes we just need to sit in a container, whether it's on our own or with other people and the support of other people, and just let it rip. So without further ado, I'm going to take you through the 4 main somatic exercises that can be used to help assist rage, anger, frustration, all of those emotions release from the body, release from within, out of the emotional, mental body, out of the soul body, out of the physical body, and just let it go. And usually you end up feeling like relaxed afterwards, relieved. Sometimes, actually a lot of the time, we don't even realize that we have rage or anger within us, and it's because it is so far suppressed, because we were conditioned not to feel and express these emotions. So the first exercise that I'm going to take you through is one that you can do on its own if you're not feeling super energetic or you're feeling a little shy about releasing your rage. You can just start with this one exercise. But if you want to tie the 4 together, I strongly recommend it. So we're going to start with the easiest exercise, which is grounding. Grounding takes us down into the earth. It takes us down into our primal instincts, down into our ancestry, our lineage, our survival instincts. It's where fear is. It's where rage and carnal instincts lie, inside that grounded earthly energy. So by taking our energy down, we're grounding into our ancestral lineage, our past life lineage. Energetically, we are tapping into that soul body essence that can carry with the emotional body, like in conjunction, emotions around rage and anger and so forth. When we're grounding, all we need to do really is to find a space outside on the earth, whether it be sand, dirt, grass, whatever. We're placing our feet down into the ground. You're just gonna close your eyes and simply take in the connection, bringing your awareness to the connection of your feet to the ground beneath you. You're gonna start to take in its textures, take in all the details, and you're just going to allow your energy, your awareness to drop and slowly deepen down. And we're going to start to bring the breath into practice. We're going to breathe in and then visualizing the breath coming up from the feet And then on the exhale, we're going to visualize the energy dropping down into the ground. So just doing a few breaths. This is how we ground, breathing in, visualizing the energy coming up to our head, and breathing out, really feeling that energy dropping down. Focusing on the exhales and the grounding down as we exhale each time. Where we're taking our awareness is down. So our breath is circulating with that. It's helping us to assist in that visualization, in that awareness where we're dropping down to our feet, down into the ground. And then we're just going to pause there for a moment. Once you feel that connection, take that in. Start to notice what comes up. Some emotions might already be coming up. Some sensations and stimulus in the body might be coming up. Start to notice that. And then from there, we're going to move on to the second exercise out of the 4. We're going to move on to stomping and clenching. So this is a combo exercise. When we clench and release, this can somatically help us to bring forth and surface these kinds of emotions like rage. And when we relax the muscles, this helps us to release. And stomping also helps us ground. So this second exercise is a combination of stomping, clenching the fists, and letting go. We're going to combine all of that with breath. So every time you stomp on the left foot, you're going to clench your fists, breathe in, and on the exhale, you're going to stomp your right foot out and unclench your fists and release with a ha, like make it vocal. Doesn't matter how it sounds. We're just going to keep doing that. So and when you're breathing in and stomping on the left, you're visualizing and taking your awareness to building up any energy. And as you're breathing out on the right, you're stomping with the right, you're releasing the energy out with your hands. So that's why you'll see my hands like clenched like fists, because I'm building the energy. On the left, I'm tense. And on the right, I'm releasing, everything's relaxing and letting go. Even my voice and my breath is letting go. So the right side is that primal right masculine energy. It's where we're releasing. And the left is where we're intuitively feeling into it and bringing it to the surface, which is the left, the feminine. So we're combining masculine and feminine in this exercise as well. So that's the first 2 exercises: grounding, tuning in using the breath and imagining on the exhale, grounding down. And then the second exercise was that combo of stomping left, clench, out, on the right, release. From there, you want to go into shaking. This is really simple and really intuitive. Start with one leg. Just release any excess energy. Then the left. Do this for each side as long as you like. And then the right arm. And then the left arm. And then we can shake from side to side. Exhaling to each side. And inhaling in the center, like this. And then coming back to the shaking, and this time just go everywhere. Let it all go, whatever energy wants to come up, shake. It doesn't matter what you look like, but we're just releasing all that energy that we've brought up and built up from the stomping, from the grounding. We're releasing all that excess energy. And then once you feel like you're done shaking, we're going to drop down and close the shaking practice, this third practice, with a chant of LAM, L-A-M. It's the Sanskrit vocal vibration of the root chakra. So again, we're just closing down with a clearing and cleansing of the root chakra. So we're going to chant LAM once we're done shaking. Doesn't matter how you say it, just do it intuitively. If it doesn't sound anything like mine, as long as you're chanting L-A-M, LAM, in whatever way, generally it'll come out deeper because we're grounding, so deeper noises rather than higher pitched, higher vibration noises. But other than that, you can't get it wrong. And just do that chant of LAM 3 times to close down the practice. And this really helps drop you down to a calm energy after releasing everything. And then that brings me to my 4th practice, which I'm not going to physically do here today, but have this ready if you're going to combine all 4 practices together. Have a pen and paper, or pencil and paper, or paint and a canvas, some kind of medium to draw on. And that's my 4th practice. It is a rage release art exercise. And so at the very end, after doing the last 3 exercises, you're going to end on the 4th one after the chanting and the shaking and do this rage release art exercise. And essentially all it is just allowing everything you've just been through to be expressed through art. When we kinesthetically draw and paint, we're using our tactile physical body, which also helps ground us into reality, ground us into the world. And it's a way of creatively, from our chakra, expressing and releasing even more. So that is our somatic practices for rage release. It's a great big combo. You can take all 4 practices and give it all a go at once. I highly recommend that. But if you want to take it slow and try each exercise out of the 4 individually first and then combine, it's up to you. And that is everything. Happy raging.